So one of the most important things as a musician is to be committed, to have a good set of principles and values. Sometimes you might feel like, I've been working on this, I'm not getting the right opportunity, I've been with this band for so long, nothing's been happening, nothing's been coming my way. I just want to share a story from my life. I had been playing music for quite some time, from 2004 to 2008 with various artists, and I remember this period when singer Srinivas was like, one of these days I should take you to meet AR, you should just show him some of the stuff you can play. And I was like, sure, I'll be really interested. And at that exact time we were rehearsing for a show, and I still remember getting a call one evening, and Srinivas was like, come to the studio, sir wants to meet you. And it's every musician's dream to play for somebody like AR, because he's a musical genius and there's so much one can learn from him. So I went to the studio, and I went up to him, he said hi, and then he's like, do you have your guitar with you? And I had my guitar in my car. So when I got my guitar, and I just played some very random chords and stuff, and he was like, where did you learn this stuff? And then I told him, I play in church, I've learned since I was a kid, and he was like, great. And the first thing he's like, let's record tomorrow. Everybody was pretty shocked there, but I actually said no at that point, because the next day I had a show that I already committed myself to. And Srinivas was like, no, it's okay, he'll come, he'll somehow find some time, he'll make some time and come. And I still remember everybody was pretty shocked in that room, and I was like, no, it's a really important, it's just that I've committed to these guys and I really need to be there. And AR, I still remember AR telling me that it's good to have these principles and commitments, and good, stick to it. I'll call you. And I still remember coming back home and thinking, did I do the right thing, or maybe I'll never get this opportunity again. But then I just left it completely to God, and I was like, let your will be done. And I played the event, and everything went on fine, and I didn't get a call for a long time. And many people told me, that's one of the best opportunities in your life you had missed. And I still remember about 8 months later I got a call, and he's like, AR wants you to come to the studio and work on something. So I went to the studio and I started recording, and I still remember him walking up to me and he just said, great Tone, you sound great. And that was the first recording, and since then I've played on every movie of his. And most of his tracks. And recently I heard him, it was one of the best comments he'd made about me. He said, you guys should just record Keba, I don't have to be there, because I'm pretty sure that whatever he plays will sound good. And it's a very simple lesson, but the lesson that I learned from this is, to be committed to what you do, and keep going at it, and leave it to God, and he will open the right door at the right time. Just I think it's all about depending on God, and being committed to what you do, and work hard, be sincere to what you do, and it'll take you a long way in life.